ever played alongside.
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. They've got Marc Gasol, George Hill out there with Carter. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Siakam in a power forward. Hill, no good. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for Brooklyn. Coming into this, having notched a win against the Rockets in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You got to trust in the system.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Steve Nash for a minute. It has been near impossible to score against this defense this year. They're down 2-0 in the season series, but he told me we can't lose confidence. If we are tentative, it'll be even harder to score. We have to be assertive on offense, draw the defense, move the ball, and make the unselfish play. See if they can get this thing turned around tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
We appreciate that, David. Thanks. Yeah, that defense, something to be reckoned with. Greg, we'll see how it plays out.
Well, it's important to be patient. The other team's going to take certain things away. Just keep probing, trying to find that weakness.
And, you know, one of the things you can do is try to speed up the pace. Make them react to what you're doing instead of the other way around. Don't play on your heels. Be the aggressor.
And the basket is good.
Jordan really relishes playing through contact and converting, showing you just how strong he is and a good level of concentration, too.
Now, here is Hill. Outside Carter. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Boy, Gasol with a punishing pick that time.
Baseline try. Irving misses. Raptors have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. They get a hand on it. Durant with the steal. Over in the corner, Green. That 3 off the mark. Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Outside Hill. To the middle. And Vince Carter with the slam.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Here's Irving, and Gasol sends it back, and he gets it back.
Pascal Siakam. His first foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
The first one falls.
Boy, what a journey it's been for Irving. An all-star, a champion. He's played on the U.S. national team and even did a little acting along the way.
And he makes both free throws. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Irving against Hill. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And Carter, well known for his throwdown ability. Superb at rising up and punishing the rim.
Jordan with the screen on Hill. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And that one drops for him.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Jordan sets the pick for Durant. Driving the lane. Oh, and the jam by Durant.
Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that one.
And that's life above the rim. Courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Carter outside. Gasol setting the pick for Carter. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
Outside Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Carter outside. And it's off from three-point range. Nets trail by 4. Irving can't hit. Siakam against Durant. Pass to Hill. Gasol with it. We saw him with 29 points last game. 6 to shoot. And the call will be against George Hill. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
Saransky's checked in for Hill. Now here's Green. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far. And the first thing you notice about Green, the next level athleticism, incredible burst off the dribble, and makes smooth adjustments midair.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Jordan the screen. Green with the ball. Gasol covering. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Yeah, Jordan is aggressive as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
And finished off by Carter.
Carter taking flight is a thing of beauty. Insanity showing off his amazing bounce.
And one can only imagine what Green will be like, Greg, with a little time.
He's still refining the shot release, still working on getting others involved. But we haven't seen a two-guard in the league with this much potential in quite some time.
So for the Nets, Love's check in for John Collins. And it's Ben Simmons in for Green. Kyle Lowry always checked in for the Raptors. Here's Love. Gasol with the rebound.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Carter outside. Buries it from three-point range. Carter's got 19 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Irving drives in. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Simmons looking around. There's the pass to KD. From outside the arc. No good from Irving.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Carter finds Lowry. Outside Gasol. Leonard with no one around. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Leonard's got his second bucket of the night.
Outstanding start from three-point range. Their shooters are on fire.
It really makes them a hard team to guard because they space you out so well.
No good from Durant.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
Lowry passes to Gasol. Over Simmons, and the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Raptors leading by 8. Now Carter, 19 points in the game. The drive by Lowry. Good D by Irving. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Simmons. Kicks it to Jordan. Outside, Simmons. Good, nice job down low.
Boy, nice use of strength that time by Simmons, getting past the defense and into a shot.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. And moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motions.
Yeah, you know, to me, I agree. They just never looked engaged, which is surprising considering how close the game ended up being.
Stein, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Harris comes in for Kyrie Irving. And then for Toronto, Ken Burge is checked in for Gasol. Ibaka comes in for Pascal Siakam. And Trent subbed in for Carter. Leonard against KD. Here's the screen. Over Durant. Here's Birch. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Well, you know, if you're not going to take care of the defensive glass, it's going to be hard to come away with the win.
So it's Brooklyn now. The Raptors getting the bucket. Lock at 6. Love, no luck.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now, here's Trent, guarded by Harris. Ibaka with a screen on Simmons. Lowry. Rebound, Love. Nets trail by 8. Love with the screen for Simmons. And the shot is good. Simmons got his second bucket of the night.
And for a 6'10 player like Simmons to be handling the ball like that, come on, that's criminal.
And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession.
Taking a look at some stats for Ben Simmons. His last 10 games, he's around 10 points per game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Here's Lowry. 20 points for him last game against Golden State. Shot clock at 6. Here's Trent. Buries it from about 10 feet away.
Junior.
Brooklyn trailing. Harris kicks to Durant. Pass to Simmons. Back to Durant. He dishes it to Harris. No good with the triple. Raptors leading by 8. Lowry up top, guarded by Simmons, and stolen by Love. Outside, Simmons. Kicks it out to Love. Off the left rim and out.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look, but when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
Trent pass to Birch. It's stolen by Harris. A minute 20 left here in the opening quarter. Right side, Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
His first foul.
Kyle Lowry picks one up there.
That's what you call being a master of your craft from Simmons. I mean, fooled the entire defense in the paint there.
2 shots.
And to look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Watanabe's checked in.
Well, you look at all the ways Ben Simmons can affect the basketball game. His package is really unique. He's almost 7 feet tall. He's one of the best defenders in the league, can guard every position. And he's an incredible playmaker, too. Well, I tell you, this team is lucky to have him.
And Simmons drops them both. And so Lowry will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. 6-point lead. They traveled to Brooklyn last time they faced the Nets, and they came away with a win.
And in the last face-off against these guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Nets shooting 45% from the floor since the game got underway. And a wide-open look for Simmons. Off target with his three.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Into the lane.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it.
A jaw-dropper emoji is what I look like right now. Incredible.
Now, here's Lowry. From past the arc, it's sent back down by Simmons. And so it's Toronto with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one, a great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Bang, your Brooklyn Nets. All right, who's coming up to the court?
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Raptors here in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. We've got Green. John Collins is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Watanabe in at the 3 slot. Here's Satoransky following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Hill finds Birch. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
The helper.
Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
And Hill really swings the ball over nicely. A talented distributor who looks out for his guys.
Now here's Green. He averages about 5 points a game. Yes, that goes in. Jordan's got 6.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The 3 from Hill. It's not going to go for him. And Brooklyn will come the other way. Jordan at the elbow. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's a second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
Kyrie Irving's checked in for Harris. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for the Raptors. Carter comes in for Satoransky. They double him with Irving. Here's Birch. And the 3 off target. Nets trail by 3. Collins passes to Green. Here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Boy, somehow, some way, you gotta keep Jordan away from the basket, because if you allow him to get it there, he's flushing.
Now here is Ibaka. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Some super teams come together, Clark, on paper, and they look like sure things for the finals. But just how important are the other things, the intangibles?
George Hill.
Yeah, I think the intangibles, Kevin, are the most important things. When you talk about chemistry, trust, connectedness, those things just don't happen because you have great talent in 3 or 4 players. You have to have a team that's committed to one another and that trusts one another, and it takes time to build that into a championship caliber unit. So those intangibles are really important if you're going to win a championship. And Hill is really kind of a nice, subtle mix of explosiveness and outstanding defense. A guy who plays both ends of the floor with equal efficiency and effectiveness.
And he's good on the second. And he makes all three. It's the Nets now, trailing by 4. Jordan with the screen on Carter. In the corner, Collins with it. Offline with his 3.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Green finds Irving. Jordan sets the pick for Irving. Inside, it's stolen by Ibaka. Anunoby passes to Birch. Over Green. The shot by Birch, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And that one's good, Irving.
Hey, when you defend Irving, you've got to be all in. I mean, his finishing ability is extraordinary.
Carter outside. And the Raptors miss again. Brooklyn's gone 1 or 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Hill against Green. Out left to the wing. Outside Irving. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. And it's Toronto with the rebound. They've led by as much as 10. Hill deciding where to go with it. And there's the pass to Anunoby. A 3-pointer off the mark. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
Here's Irving after the Raptors pick up 2. Jordan trying to free himself up. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got the game tied up here for the Nets.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row. From the paint, this defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Who wants a t-shirt?
Gasol checked in for the Raptors. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You take a look at Los Angeles. They've been passed up, moving down to the 4th spot.
And I feel like Toronto, they've come out with a vengeance. I don't care what anyone said about them or their chances to start the year. Now let's see if they can maintain this momentum.
Carter against Green. This all setting the pick for Carter. Over Green. Gets the front of the rim and out. Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
You know, the second period's been much more kind to him than the first. I mean, let's see if he can keep it going and maintain this.
Ibaka with the screen on Green. A wide open look for Gasol, and right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
In terms of jump shooting, I mean, I haven't seen a lot of centers with more confidence than Gasol. He's got a really efficient stroke, and he's got range, too.
The Nets making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Raptors also changing it up. Siakam is checked in for Ibaka. Leonard comes in for OG Anunoby. And Satoransky subbed in for Hill. Now here's Durant. He has 6. Feeds to Collins. Back to Durant. Here's the 3. Gasol with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Satoransky the pass to Carter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. So for the Nets, Love comes in for Collins. And it's Ben Simmons in for Green. The Raptors also with a sub. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Satoransky. Lowry against Irving. Ben Simmons with the rebound. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. To the inside, and stolen by Siakam. The shot by Carter, nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb. Carter's got 22 points.
Yeah, watching Carter find his rhythm. Very impressive. An efficient scorer who can hurt you in a lot of ways.
Passes to KD. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Carter outside. Pass to Gasol. Outside Lowry. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. He can't get it to go. And it's the Nets taking it the other way.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field. And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Siakam kicks the line. His three-pointers off the mark.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Now Leonard, after Ben Simmons' three-pointer that didn't go. Pass to Gasol. Love grabs the board. Love's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now a timeout call by Brooklyn. And Clark, some guys check the standings every morning. Others try to avoid it. What was your approach?
Well, we were struggling as a team when I was playing, so the standings weren't that significant. Just trying to win games was my primary focus. But as I've watched players, I do know that the better the team is, typically the more guys are checking the standings to see what other teams of their ilk are doing in the league.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Nets. Here's Love, good on the 13-footer. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes, 6 already.
And the pass to Carter. No good from outside. The Nets with the lead. Here's Simmons, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, you know, I really like when Simmons is aggressive like this. I mean, looking to score and daring the defense to foul him, he puts a lot of pressure on the opponent that way.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line in the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
And it's really baffling. I don't know how he lost his touch at the line so dramatically, guys. I mean, and it happened quickly as well. He's nowhere close to what he shot from the line last season.
And the first one at the line is good. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. Toronto trailing. Here's Carter, plenty of space. Gets it to fall, and now he's 10 of 15 on the game.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
No good from Durant. And here's Gasol. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Carter, the pass to Leonard. Siakam sets a screen for Leonard. Here's Gasol. And the shot no good, a bit short. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting very well, 56% from the floor here in the second quarter. Love with a wide open look. And the Nets miss again. Raptors shooting well. They're at 45%. Here's Siakam. Good D from Love.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Now here is Lowry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
Lowry showing you the veteran smarts there, able to sniff out when the D has overcommitted and taking advantage.
Cauley Stein with a screen on Leonard. Durant kicks to Love. Outside, Simmons. Back to Love. A three-pointer, no good.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he's struggled so mightily.
Outside Gasol. Back to Lowry. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the court.
Simmons with it. Lowry picks him up. And that one hits back iron. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
Looking to get back on track here, and the layup is up and in. Lowry's got his first bucket in this one.
That's a nice display of patience inside from Lowry. He didn't rush his shot, takes his time, and really does a nice job sinking these high-percentage looks.
And then Durant with the dunk.
Boy, a dynamic wing with freakish length. Durant is the ideal alley-oop target.
Carter outside. Back to Lowry. KD against Leonard. Cauley Stein with the defensive effort. Net shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. No good from Irving. Siakam against Cauley Stein. Siakam misses. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting at an even 50% from the floor here in the second quarter. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. .110 left in the first half. Carter outside. And he jams it right over Kevin Love. Wow!
Yeah, and this team depends on Lowry. I mean, so skilled at creating shots for himself or his teammates.
Simmons. Rebound by the Raptors. Gasol's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Carter dishes to Lowry. 41 seconds left here in the second. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Lowry. And now a 4-point Raptor lead. Simmons passes to Irving. Love with the screen for Irving. There's the drive. And he comes up with the deuce. Irving's got 18 points.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his third foul of the game.
Already he's looking at his third foul. I think the coach will probably look to sit him down until the third quarter.
Carter finds Lowry. Siakam, a screen on Simmons. Gasol passes to Siakam. And Siakam throws it down.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better.